Keyamo bows to pressure Allots, 10% recruitment slot to politicians. Says we can't totally ignore them. The Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, yesterday ate his words when he announced that 10% of recruitment slot meant to empower ordinary Nigerians in the rural areas under the Special Public Works (SPW) program would be shared to politicians across all the states of the Federation to service their political interests. Keyamo noted that while trying to guard against letting politicians hijack the entire process, political office holders cannot be totally ignored as they are also representatives of the people. He gave the hint in Abuja during a press conference where he also disclosed his intentions to constitute special committees in each state of the Federation for the purpose of deliberating, selecting, and recommending to his office names of the 1,000 persons to be recruited for the program. We are not unmindful of the fact that political office holders are also representatives of the people. We cannot also totally ignore them in the selection process. We are only trying to guard against some of hijacking the process solely to service our political interests. As a result, and because of the need to be honest before Nigerians, the State Selection Committee would be instructed to allot to political office holders like our distinguished senators, honorable members, ministers, and governors, a number in total not exceeding 10% of the total beneficiaries in that state. This is to ensure that majority of Nigerians who do not belong to any of the political divide actually benefit substantially from this program. Recall that last month, Festus Keyamo, while inaugurating an interministerial committee on extended special public works across the 774 local government areas of the Federation in Abuja, had vowed to tender his resignation letter if politicians were hell-bent on getting slots from the initiative introduced by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration to mitigate lack of job opportunity in the rural areas for the poor masses. Keyamo stressed that the program, a federal government job creation drive, was solely designed to mitigate lack of job opportunity in the rural areas through short-term engagement of 1,000 unemployed persons per local government area for a period of 3 months with a payment of 20,000 naira monthly allowance to the beneficiaries. Personally, I am going resist. Nobody will come and say, give me the old slot for my local government because I am a politician. It will not happen. I will leave this job if you want to insist that it will happen. Mr. President is targeting ordinary Nigerians who are neither APC nor PDP or belong to any party who just want to get jobs. The program is for those that just want to feed their families. This is not the time to empower our followers as politicians. We have to make it clear today that we are not going to bow down to any pressure of politicians to come and hijack this program. It will be well modeled, well executed, and it will reach ordinary Nigerians, said Keyamo. Speaking further, he said that special committees in each state of the Federation will be constituted for the purpose of deliberating, selecting, and recommending names of the 1,000 persons from each of the local government areas in the state to be engaged for this program, adding that the committee would also identify the projects to be executed in those local government areas. Keyamo, however, revealed that the Special Public Works SPW program adopted by the federal government to empower its citizens in the rural areas is what helped countries such as India, China, and Bangladesh leapfrog out of the League of Poor Nations. Recall the pilot scheme of the program was implemented in 5 local government areas in 8 states of Borno, Adamawa, Ebonyi, Edo, Ekiti, Jigawa, Katsina, and Kwara, with beneficiaries engaged in drainage, digging and clearance, irrigation, canals clearance, rural feeder, road maintenance, among others. This program was one of the main reasons India quickly dropped in the poverty index and Nigeria overtook India at a point. Consequently, and arising from the need and desire of the federal public to create massive jobs at the lowest rung of the economy as well as to maintain critical public and social infrastructure at the rural base of the economy, Mr. President has approved that we also adopt and integrate this type of program into the Nigerian economy. Mr. President has given approval for the extension of the program aimed at recruiting 1,000 workers in each local government areas in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. SPW will be implemented across the 774 local government areas in the country by the National Directorate of Employment in Rural Communities. You will recall that the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning announced the approval of Mr. President for the extension of this program to all 36 states and the FCT from October-December 2020 as a means of mitigating the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the economy. The program is also expected to provide modest stipends for itinerant workers to undertake roads rehabilitation and social housing construction, urban and rural sanitation, health extension, and other critical services. Hence, the directive of Mr. President for the NDE to collaborate with other ministries with rural components in their mandates. Well, I think in this case, everybody is supposed to operate on a level ground. You can see the kind of thing in Nigeria. One thing for sure is Nigeria can never progress with the way things are going. If things continue to go this way, Nigeria will never progress, and that is it. Because Nigeria politicians will now empower their talks. The same thing that is destroying our security. This is bad. This is bad. One thing for sure is that as far as recruitment is done by politicians, there is no way. If politicians are the one that will now manage the agency of recruitment, my friend, it won't work. And that is it. How can the country progress? How can we progress with this type of system? No, it won't work. And that is why we are going backward. No competition. Things are not done the right way. How can you share and give to people who twist the nation by fat salaries to themselves? What should now be given to the poor? It is very wrong. It is very wrong. May God continue to help us in this country. Well, let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.